the legacy series right now is what we're going through at the foundation. And that legacy series specifically to this evening, we're talking about real money. So, legacy. What is legacy? I want y'all to think about that. What is success? Does being successful ensure your legacy? What is success versus significance? Being significant, could that ensure your legacy? What is legacy? And what does legacy mean to you? So, I'm not going to get into what legacy is to me, because I want y'all to think about what it is for you for a second. But let's get into this. Welcome to the foundation.com, highfrequencyradionetwork.com. Shout out. But, welcome to the foundation, where we know, incorrect information incorrectly applied can get you hurt. Correct information incorrectly applied can get you hurt. So we're looking to apply correct information correctly. And we know that we can only do that with a solid foundation. So, legacy, success versus significance. Informed families versus uninformed families. You think if your family has the proper information, how long do you think that legacy will last? How many generations will that legacy push through, thrive through? Or how many generations will it take for that family or that legacy to atrophy and die? These things are important. And in order to promote a multi-generational legacy, we got to understand specific things. First and foremost, we need to understand that family is business. The family is private business. So as much as there are a lot of benefits with dealing in the public, United States citizens, so on and so forth, that's co-mingling. Public and private don't mix. Family is business. But this evening, we're going to talk about real money, because that's very, very important when it comes to legacy. You have to understand what real money is. And with the understanding of what real money is, we become a problem. How do we become a problem? How do we become a problem? We become a problem because now, not only individually, but as a family, as a private family, for the promotion of a legacy, multi-generational legacy, we can engage in practices that promote multi-generational wealth. So what's going on is there are a lot of what I would call eroding factors to wealth. Things that, either happen over time or are engineered to happen over time that erode away the wealth of a family, of an estate, which ultimately harms the legacy. You understand what I'm saying? Which is unacceptable. So, some of these eroding factors we understand, some of them we don't. I know when it's brought in the proper context, we can generally understand that, taxes are an eroding factor to wealth. I mean, wealth that would otherwise be in the control of a family or maybe a family business. Taxes are gonna definitely erode that family wealth. Other eroding factors are, divorce, depreciation, inflation. We've got lawsuits, divorce, investing in your private education. That erodes wealth. So when we have all these different wealth eroding factors, what matters most is knowing what true money is, what real money is. And knowing how to be a proper custodian. Let's just say that. Being a proper custodian of your money, your wealth. Understanding what real money is. How about this? Let me just say this real quick. The FDIC, y'all know the FDIC, Depository Insurance, the Federal Depository Insurance Corporation, company or whatever. Corporation, company, same thing. I know everybody know what I'm talking about, FDIC. So it's like your money, your deposits, your account, whatever. The deposits are insured up to $250,000. First of all, why? Second of all, because if the bank gets robbed, that doesn't mean that they went into my account. I mean, come on, let's be for real. So that tells me something right there. But it's $250,000. First of all, that's Federal Reserve notes. I'm gonna get to that in a second. First of all, that's Federal Reserve notes. But did y'all know that the FDIC doesn't have to pay out for 99 years? You ever looked at that? You ever looked at the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation and how it works? What? Man, don't believe me. Don't believe me. It's just one of the eroding factors. What do you think is going to happen to your legacy in 99 years? By the time all right. So let me get into this real quick. You will be engaging in different practices if you were from an informed family. I would be engaging in different practices over my lifetime if I was from an informed family as well. Bottom line is, I went into some things with regards to education system last show. If you missed it, you should check it out. It's the first, legacy series. It started last show. Check it out in the archives. But the bottom line with regards to the control that is going on and that's been always going on in the United States is relevance. Because, in this commercial system that's man-made, there's really no such thing as abundance. There's only abundance in nature. So when it comes to relevance, being economically relevant in the system, and we're talking about family, we're talking about legacy. So we're talking about family. When it comes to your legacy, your family, your cause, your character throughout generations, in this system, not all families can be economically relevant. You see, because equality is not what's wanted. Because if it was, it would be equal, but it's not. In order for it to be equal, everybody has to do their what? Equal share of work. There are people out here that they ain't working. There are people out here, there are cultures, people, different mentalities that think there are other cultures and people that are supposed to work for them. For whatever specific and particular reason, I don't get into all that stuff. Why? Because it takes away from me making moves. I got to make moves. Bottom line is, it's not equality. But to understand what real money is, you understand what's relevant. If you understand real money and legacy, you will engage in behaviors that will demonstrate that. So, in order to be economically relevant, in order to understand what's going on, and to put forth and begin to put forth your legacy through your generations, we need to understand what real money is. So let's do this. I got a dollar right here. Where'd I put it? There it is. Got a dollar. Where's my other dollar? Where's my other dollar? Man, thought I was prepared. There it is. There's my other dollar. So I got a dollar right here. All right. The top of it, ever since I've been on this planet, these dollars right here, these dollars, $1, George Washington on it, all fanciness and the color. This, I remember this since I remember this. It's always said Federal Reserve note at the top, at the very top, Federal Reserve note, United States of America, and then a little fine, it's not fine print, but right there, pretty much the top left-hand corner of the the United States dollar bill. We could it says dollar bill on there. That's the shake-up. I realize now that's the shake-up. And this is how I'm going to break it down for y'all, because I love y'all. This note, legal tender for all debts, public and private. Note. What's a note? I never paid attention to that, because under George Washington, it says $1. For Federal Reserve note, $1. It's interesting. So, I got my Black's Law, 4th edition, deluxe. Note is a noun. A unilateral instrument containing an express and absolute promise of a signer to pay to a specified person or order or bearer a definite sum of money at a specified time. This is Black's Law, 4th edition. All right, check this out, though. Uniform Commercial Code. Everybody talking about the UCC. This UCC got my UCC contract trust. Check this out, man. Look. Note. This is UCC 1. No, I'm sorry. UCC 3-103. This is the Negotiable Instruments, Part 1, General Provisions and Definitions. It says notes right here. It says Section 3-104. Note. Section 3-104. Okay. I'm in Section 3-104. What are y'all talking about? Where does this say note? But so I keep going. I've turned the page. It's actually 2 pages. I see. What is it? Negotiable instrument. 3-104 is a negotiable instrument. It doesn't say note though, but that's 3-104. But if you go, it says except otherwise provided in subsection C and D. Negotiable instrument means an unconditional promise or order to pay a fixed amount of money with or without interest or other charges. Okay, so this sounds very similar to the Black's Law Dictionary of note, but this says negotiable instrument. Instrument, you go down and it says B, instrument means negotiable instrument. see an order that meets all the requirements, blah, blah, blah. You go down to E, though. If you go down to E, check this out. If you go down to E, it says an instrument is a note if it is a promise, and is a draft if it is an order. An instrument is a note if it is a promise. Okay, so there we go. Black's Law, note, noun, a unilateral instrument containing an express and absolute promise. (3-104), I think this is, 3-104E says an instrument is a note. Okay, so it's a negotiable instrument. This $1 bill is a negotiable instrument. And, maybe I didn't have to break it all the way down like that. Maybe I did. But I want to make it plain because we need to understand what real money is. We talking about legacy. I'm not playing with y'all. I'm stepping on toes. Pancaking. Y'all know what I do. I don't play out here. So we need to understand what real money is. And you see how I just went to two different sources? I had to go to two different sources, three different spots in one source, and one spot in the other. And I had to do a Black's Law 4th edition. And I had to look at the Uniform Commercial Code to understand what was going on. And there was some throw-off in there. Y'all saw the throw-off. I pointed it out. There was throw-off in there. So now I know what a note is. This is a note. This isn't money. This is a promise. So when usage says there is no money, when we say there is no money, when Sot says there is no money, when whoever says there is no money, they're not playing. These are promises. This is a promise. A promise to pay a certain sum. Okay, so I got a silver certificate in my hand, specifically. It looks so similar. If y'all can get your hands on a silver certificate, or just do a search for one. Search on Google for a silver certificate. You get your hand on a silver certificate. I mean, this thing looks so similar to a Federal Reserve note. And this is how I started realizing the shake-off. You know what I'm saying? This is a shake-off. Silver certificate, where it says Federal Reserve note on a dollar that I've known since, I've been here. It says silver certificate over here. Look, man, these things look almost identical. But this one, where it says the United States of America on the Federal Reserve note, it says above the United States of America on the silver certificate, it says this certifies that there is on deposit in the Treasury of the United States of America. If you go down from the bottom where it says $1 on the Federal Reserve note, where it says $1 in the Washington, on the silver certificate, it says $1 in silver payable to the bearer on demand. Certified. This is certified. This is security. This is a note. This is a promise. Crazy thing is, I hold in my hand right now a United States Silver Eagle, American Eagle coin. My bad. It's an American Eagle silver coin. It's a troy ounce. Where'd I put that? Troy ounce is 31.103 grams in a troy ounce. All my people out there, y'all know what an ounce is. It's not 31.103 grams. So you understand what the Romans were doing when they were exacting things from conquered nations. They were measuring their ounces in troy ounces and not in actual ounces. But back to the point. So this is 31.103 ounces of silver. It's 1 ounce fine silver. It says $1 on here. So now we get to the point. This is a dollar of silver. But this is a dollar. I'm holding a dollar right here. So when the United States still had the Treasury window open, before the Treasury window was closed, Roosevelt started it. What's the other dude's name? Nixon. Nixon closed the gold window. The redeemability of these certificates. And then, they took the the silver out of circulation because the silver was in the coins as well. Pre-1965 silver, that stuff, they call it junk silver. It's worth money, more than, the face value of the coin. If I ever had a problem, I could take this silver certificate down to the Treasury or a member bank of the Treasury and hand them this certificate because I'm the bearer, payable to the bearer on demand. I'm the one holding this. I bear this. And give it to them. They'll give me an ounce of silver. Right now, that's ridiculous. Because right now, look, check this out. When the Silver Confiscation Act was enacted, and the Gold Confiscation Act, they was given 2 Federal Reserve notes to every one certificate. So they gave you $2 of Federal Reserve notes for every $1 you had. And just so you know, a $50 is a gold coin, an ounce of gold. $1 is an ounce of silver. So if you have $50, they give you 100 Federal Reserve notes. If you have $1, they give you 2 Federal Reserve notes. Do you know today there's a spot price of gold and silver? And then there's a fee above the spot price. So even if you look at the price of gold and silver, that's not what you're going to pay to get it. But today, in order to get $1 of silver, $1, it'll take you about 25 Federal Reserve notes. And when this confiscation was enacted with regards to real money, it was 2 to 1. Now it's 25 to 1. And we're not even taking into consideration the manipulation of the gold and silver market, because that's not any type of fantasy or anything. That is 100% fact. Deutsche Bank was convicted. Other banks were in collusion. Bottom line. So we need to understand, with regards to legacy, what real money is. Real money is tangible assets. Tangible. Real money holds its value, or it appreciates. The value grows. Real money is gold and silver. And the Constitution says real money is gold and silver. Since the world has been moving commercially, and before that, real money's been gold and silver. Back in the day, before, when you're traveling to different cities, in your horse-drawn carriage or buggy or however they traveled back in the day, way, hundreds. I'm talking about hundreds of years ago. There was robbers on the road between the cities. You stop at one spot with a nice Templar or whoever you're talking about. You give them your stuff. They give you the certificate. When you got to the spot, you would hand it to them, and they would give you the equivalent of, the assets that you traded in at the first one. That's how money started, or currency. So we got to understand the difference between money and currency. A Federal Reserve note is currency. It's not money. It has no intrinsic value. Intrinsic means it's not worth the paper it's printed on. I know you heard it before, but it's not. $1. $1 bill. That paper is not worth $1. An ounce of silver, that silver is worth, what the silver is worth, always. Same thing with the gold. That's how we become economically relevant. Federal Reserve note is private script. It's copywritten. It's patented. It's intellectual property. It's taxed intellectual property. That's where there's a tax with the use of the Federal Reserve notes. It's currency. 1/10 of an ounce minus, I'm not going to say plus, probably less now, because people are born every second, but there's less than 1/10 of an ounce of silver per person in the world. That's how little there is of silver. Gold, there's more gold because, people hoard gold. Silver is used, it's destroyed in machines, machinery, industry. It's an industrial mineral. Venezuela, Iran, China, Russia, Saudi Arabia, all these, they're all backing their currencies with tangible assets. The world economy looks to me to be moving quickly to an asset-backed required currency system. If we don't understand what real money is, we're going to get left behind. The Federal Reserve, no. Governed by the Federal Reserve Bank. The Federal Open Market Committee is the board of directors of the Federal Reserve Bank. They push for 2% inflation on their currency per year. Inflation means deflation. You cannot save in Federal Reserve notes. It's ridiculous. Or in anything that's denominated in Federal Reserve notes. Stocks, bonds, IRAs, 401ks. I don't care. It is depreciating. They do it on purpose. They let it be known. What does that mean? $100 10 years ago, 15 years ago, you buy a basket of goods for $100, bananas, whatever, I don't care, Levi's. Today, it's 140 to 150 Federal Reserve notes to get the same thing. Water's always been water. Levi's, since they've been here, always been Levi's. It's requiring more currency to obtain these same goods and services. You won't save yourself into poverty. There's no legacy saving in Federal Reserve notes or anything denominated in Federal Reserve notes. Ooh, I got a certificate of deposit. They're giving me 2%. You're not beating inflation. They're saying inflation is 2%. But it's definitely more than that. We can't get multi-generational with our wealth. We can't get legacy status if we're saving ourselves into poverty. Kings and queens. The money in kings and queens is gold. The money or the currency of a gentleman and a lady is silver. The money or the currency of the people is barter. And the money or the currency of a slave is debt. A Federal Reserve note is a promise. It's a debt. That's depreciating. How do we know that we're slaves? Because we're being paid in Federal Reserve notes. We understand what a note is. I just showed you how to figure out what a note is in the UCC 3-104 in the Black's Law Dictionary. It's plain as day. It says it twice on this Federal Reserve note. It says Federal Reserve note at the top of it, and it says this note is legal tender. It says note twice on here. It's right in front of our faces. We can't blame anyone else for our predicament. We're in the age of information. We got the internet at our fingertips every single day. When we're on the bus, when we're in the car, people are texting and driving, crashing and stuff. You ain't searching and driving. Trying to figure out what real money is. How to make your family relevant, your last name relevant for generations to come. That's how you live forever. You want to truly live forever? Someday someone will say, peace to you, when they're saying peace to the ancestors. All praise is due to the ancestors and the Creator. They'll be talking about you. Or not. We understand what real money is. Real money is tangible assets, gold, silver. Jay-Z, man. Jay-Z's last album, I'm listening to it. He was like, I bought artwork for $1 million. 2 years later, that thing worth $2 billion. A few years later, that stuff worth $8 million. I can't wait to give it to my children. Classic art. Collectible art is an asset. He was like, I'm trying to give y'all $1 million game for $9.99. He said that in a rhyme. People say he fall off. Jay-Z fell off, man. He's kicking knowledge. If you can hear it, if you can hear it. One of the few MCs out here kicking for real. Right now. Collectible art, collectible cars, diamonds, jewelry, land, real estate, rubies, sapphires, property. Things that have intrinsic value, these things that appreciate in value over time. These are tangible assets. A depreciating asset is a vehicle that depreciates. depreciates over time. People say, a property, oh, my home, I depreciated my property. All right. I don't feel that. A vehicle is worth less as soon as you drive it off the lot. Most of us have heard that. It's true. It's absolutely true. You're losing money on that, no matter what. Well, maybe not no matter what. Probably the next legacy series, I'm going to show you how to not lose money on even on depreciating assets. Stomp toes. But I really need my family to understand what real money is. We gentlemen, we ladies, we kings, we queens, right? So we need to pay ourselves in the appropriate medium of exchange. Y'all want to get serious with this? Oh, it's a straw man. I'm not me. All right, so the straw man or whatever gets paid in Federal Reserve notes for operating or administering this so-called straw man. How are you paying yourself? Get real. Real money. You have a responsibility. Precious metals, gold and silver preserves your labor. In 10 years, you won't be able to do what you did today. In 10 years ago, you can't do what you did then. But you could preserve the energy of 10 years ago in real money. Y'all picking up what I'm putting down? I'm telling you, look, it will never go to zero. You got to understand this. It will never go to zero. Kings and queens, King Tut, they've been robbing. Look, man, wake up. They're about to crash this currency. I'm telling you, something about to happen. We need to understand what real money is. So, and there's something else I wanted to say. Oh, when it comes to wealth, there's 3 elements to wealth. I want to make this clear. Control, flexibility, and tax minimization. Write that down. Control, flexibility, tax minimization. Think about that. So, seeker of truth, Sot, sir, Mr. Sot. Why are those the 3 elements to wealth? You tell me. The Department of Defense, James Mattis, the Secretary of Defense, said conflict in North Korea will be the worst kind of fighting in most people's lifetime. Venezuela, their currency crashed. People lost weight. They say the average Venezuelan lost 40 pounds in the first 3 months of their economic crisis. There's families of 5 were feeding themselves. Families of 5 were feeding themselves for a month and more off of 1 ounce of silver. I'm not playing with you. We need to understand what real money is. We need to start accumulating assets, real assets, appreciating assets. We need our foundation to be a base in real money, gold and silver, precious metals. Silver is easier to acquire. You get an ounce of silver for about $25, give or take, right now, tomorrow. Walk out your house. I know you got $25. Quit playing with me. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm being serious. We need to start putting our energy in things that have intrinsic value. And I would say that, own nothing, control everything. So, with that known to all of us, we never, own anything. But we need to understand what real money is. Having, a certain amount of silver on deposit at a bank, and you can study and figure out how to securitize that. Usually has something to do with, a piece of paper in the bank steal because they verified, blah, 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 blah. It's very important that we understand what real money is. I'm not playing. I'm not playing. Y'all can tell I'm coming to an end, right? That's, look. Y'all remember Cash for Clunkers? Y'all know that came out the Chinese embassy because China would not accept Federal Reserve notes. So the Obama administration enacted Cash for Clunkers. It's like I think it was a $7,500 voucher if you traded your old car in, went into more debt, and gave him your old car and took his new car, and they crushed them joints. They crushed them joints, man, and sent them to China as payment. And still, man, these cats would rather take crushed cars than these Federal Reserve notes or anything having to do with it. % inflation on the currency. You got all your savings now in the paper assets. All paper assets are pegged to the U.S. dollar. All these countries moving to gold-backed currencies. You got the London fix. Put fix behind any other sport, any other thing going on. Put the historic, Detroit fix. When you're talking about boxing odds, man, how many people gonna bet? Put the historic Bellagio fix on the odds of the roulette table. People gonna start asking questions. That London fix, people just gloss over that, man. Some of these things is right in front of us, and it boggles the mind. Proverbs 9:1. Wisdom has built her house. She has hewn out her 7 pillars. She has killed her beasts. She has mixed her wine. She has also set her table. Set your table, man. Lay your foundation. Set your table, man. Seven pillars. We got to get on this. The 7th one is generation. Generation is manifest in everything, and everything animate or inanimate is masculine and feminine. I don't care what you're talking about. And it moves forward through generations. And there's a specific legacy attached to these generations. Is your legacy, is your last name moving through these generations with multi-generational wealth? Do something. Let's do something. I'm down to do something. You down to do something? I'm not playing out here. We'll go to the phone lines. Y'all call in if you want, holler at me or whatever. 424-222-5250. Also 563-999-3625. I feel like I'm starting to rant. A lot of things, come to mind when people talk about money. Save money. Some people don't like money. Some people think about interest, no interest. Some people think about it as manipulated. Some people say it has to change. Some people say, it's an energy exchange. Some people say, well, we agree on what it's worth. Some people say it's a system of debt slavery. Some people say it's job, income, and bills. Some people say power struggle. Some people say it's a toy and they like to play with it. A lot of people like to say it's the medium of exchange. Sure. What is real money? Understand what it is. Y'all, you don't understand how many notes I took for this show. And I'm not even going to go over half of these things. Because we are running out of time. Understand what real money is. If you live and breathing, You're dealing with monopoly money. It's Disneyland bucks, Disney dollars, man. It's Disney dollars. It's not money until it's gold and silver. It's not money until it has intrinsic value. It's a tangible asset. Until then, keep it moving. All right, let's do this caller dance. I'm going to go over to the phone line. Once again, 424-222-5240, 563-999-3625. First caller, 646-5098. 646-5098. Peace. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, what's the deal? It's Daryl from Brownsville. How you doing, Sir L?
Daryl, man, how you doing, brother? Peace. How you doing?
I'm all right. I'm all right. How you doing? You all right?
Yeah,
that's good.
Life is always good.
That's good. Hey, so L, one thing I want to say, I appreciate you coming on because I didn't make it in a lot of places, but I'm caught up right now. The only thing I have to do is I have to apply it. And I tell a lot of people too. I say, yo, you caught up now. You might not got that job that you wanted. You may not got that education that you wanted. But this education that you give it on the airwaves, this information, you caught up. Financially, once they apply it, they caught up financially. That's all I have to say. And I appreciate. I really do appreciate. You breaking the chains of these people. If they want to use that term, they feel like they ain't changed. They feel like they're going through hard times. Once they apply this stuff, hey, they'll be caught up with everybody else who, had that good government job or whatever, paying them six figures, They be in a better position than them other people who got that money. Because some of this stuff that I know, people like, is doctors, lawyers, and they say, yo, how you know this stuff? They look at me as I'm a nobody because I didn't go to college. I don't got money like them, but I have information that they wish they had, new stuff as you teaching. And they wish they like, wow, you know a lot. I wish I would have knew this a long time ago, or I'm glad I know it now. But, some of them same people who look at me like a nobody, and, I feel like this, the information is not really for them. Because I remember at the time when Sharif Ali was on the air, and when the collapse of Venezuela was happening, some people welcomed the collapse. They didn't try to do anything about it. So you got a lot of these people. They not helping. They want to keep people standing. They SOP. They stand in operational procedure is keeping people down. They're not all about help. They're all about destruction. But so L, I'm gonna let you take the next caller because I know you ain't got that much time, and I want everybody to get a word in. And it's always a pleasure talking to you, and you can hit me up anytime, anywhere.
Appreciate you, family. I appreciate you calling in.
I appreciate you too.
You're steady.
Man.
You're a steady brother, man. Appreciate you, man. Peace and love.
I will. Yeah. Peace and love. Appreciate you too, man.
All right. My man, Mellow Bay. Peace, man. How you doing?
Man, everything all is well, brother. Just clocked out from the artificial construct, that we call the Matrix out here, you know what I'm saying? So, I just tuned in to I chimed in lastly, you know what I'm saying? You talking about intrinsic value, you know what I'm saying, and whatnot, and the debtor notes versus nobleman money, you know what I'm saying? Slave debt notes versus nobleman money, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, definitely I'm gonna go back in the archives on this one. I reached the domicile and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? But once again, though, so it's another one. It's definitely another one, bro. You know what I'm saying? and you giving people, you know what I'm saying, information that's actually tied and linked to them, you know what I'm saying, to better their condition. So, you know, I got certain ones tuning in as well out here, you know what I'm saying, in Birmingham, down south, you know what I'm saying, and it taking notes, you know what I'm saying. I trust they taking notes, because right now we got a thing we about to start out so well. Me and my partner, the brother, we're gonna start a study group, you know what I'm saying. It's gonna be like a, you know, it's gonna be like a common study group, a common team study group, you know what I'm saying. We can actually get off into it, catch the shows, you know what I'm saying, on point. Everybody can break out their notepads, and we can actually go in on, you know what I'm saying, different topics or whatnot that's pertinent to our existence, man. You know what I'm saying, get some more familiar with trust, you know what I'm saying, and how to maneuver within trust, and, you know what I'm saying, how to just learn what contracts are, man. I mean, they in your face all day, you know what I'm saying. You know, the oppressor once had a thing when they said, you know, they dropped the information and knowledge right in your face because you weren't looking from the beginning, you know what I'm saying. But that's another thing. That's something else. You know, our true language ain't English. We don't truly proclaim English as being our original tongue, you know what I'm saying, so to speak. So, you know, they drop stuff right in our face, bro, and it's up for us to decode it. But we got to do diligence about being honorable from within, though. You know, proclaiming nationality and correction status and all this knowing law. This don't just start with some vigilante stuff popping off. This starts with the level of consciousness in the heart and the being. So you have to already know you're becoming this, and this is what you are. You're made of this. You know what I'm saying? So it's your divine and able right to demonstrate these things out here. So that's definitely what it is, man. I just want to get at that personal, you know what I'm saying, that little personal, you know what I'm saying, jewel to certain ones out there, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I know we can get caught up in this, law this, law that, and, you know, get a note this and that and that. But nah, this is a way of life. This is the way for you to maneuver. This is for you to be alive and well and to be acknowledged within law and natural law. You know what I'm saying? Because it boils down to everything in the globe is natural or artificial, man. That's what it is. So, natural law, creative, you know, artificial, fictitious. So, you know, do the math, man, do the science. That's just what it is. So, you know, I definitely appreciate it, bro. Like I said, I got certain ones out there tuning in. So, they may be emailing you, hitting you up too, reaching out. You know what I'm saying? I got some things I'm working on myself. I'm putting something together, man. So, piece by piece, you know, I work on it piece by piece, but I might just go on tack it all together and then just put a big body of information together from all my notes I compile and just go ahead and do it like that, man. You know, so that's definitely what it is, man. You know, and your piece of your brother Thor too. That brother that I tuned into that brother today, he went in on the language. He's something serious, man. That brother's over the top. He's a little bit over the top. He's something serious. So I tell brothers first, man.
Yeah, Sharif Thor Radio.
Yeah, Sharif, man. Man. I just tell brothers, man, look, you may want to get a brush to the public versus the private first, and you know what I'm saying, get with the brother, you know, listen to the brothers, man, and then reach and then get on the brother level, because you know he may leave you, man. If you ain't already, in tune, you know what I'm saying, he may leave you, man. You know what I'm saying? I just put it like that.
Yeah, I mean, he on a high level with that. I mean, he been on the same thing for. I mean, he's a master at what he does. So yeah, I mean, it's a high level, which is every day for him, you know. True. But yeah, that's what's up. I definitely respect brother Sharif with Thor Radio, man. He puts it down.
Sir, indeed, man. So so what you got the topic ready for the next one coming up? Any thoughts in mind?
Next week?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna talk about you know, entity, a specific entity that, you know, the elite families use to promote their legacy.
Okay. Indeed, definitely, indeed. That's interesting. Indeed, definitely, indeed.
Yes, sir. So I'm looking forward to it. I'll be looking forward to these shows. They be stressing me out, but I'll be looking forward to them.
I know it, man. That's why we salute you, man. And going through doing the business administrator, man. You wear a lot of hats, so you know what I'm saying. You definitely you've been taught by the best, so you wear a lot of hats, man, and you got to do that. You're an administrator, bro. So that's just what that is. On that note, many may not be able to grasp that concept yet because they still caught up in there every day. But when they start to become more control of their reality, and then they start to be actually in position to make maneuvers and then call the shots on certain things and then see it, then they'll see what it feels like, man. To be able to do these works out here, service your brothers and sisters, conduct your social affairs amongst men, and then come back and drop jewels for the family all across the globe. Man, that's a hell of a schedule, man. You know what I'm saying? So I salute you, God. I salute you, man. When you speak, man, that's it. How he said so. He who serves on the higher, who serves on the lower, rules on the higher. Is that how it goes?
You serve on the higher, rules on the lower.
Exactly. Thank you, man. Indeed. So yeah, definitely.
All praises due to the Creator and the ancestors, man. I'm just, playing my part, man. Stay in my lane.
Right.
Holding the door open.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Gotta hold it open. People are coming through, so I'm gonna hold this thing.
I feel you. I feel you, man. I definitely feel you. I want to be able to catch it. I want to be able to catch it so I can relieve you, man. You know what I'm saying? At some point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely part of it.
Right.
Students become teachers, and, students become masters, slaves become masters. That's all I'm looking for, that transition. I just, you need that foundation. You need that good step. You ain't got that first good step, you're going to miss the dunk. You're going to miss the jump. You're going to miss the stare. You're going to miss everything, I'm just trying to help everybody out with that, Yeah, that's just, I see people tear themselves up with the wrong step.
True. I definitely feel you, bro. I definitely feel you, man. That's what it is, man. So I know I feel where you're coming from, man. I definitely feel where you're coming from and what you're doing, man. So it's many brothers who doing a lot out there, but it's a few of them only being effective in what they do. I'm just being real, We know you effective in what you're doing, bro, because the service is real and true. Because why? It's so many other individuals out here, so many other brothers and families out here who, demonstrating these same processes and whatnot. They doing it in their own way, in their own fashion. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's a few, though. It's a few that's only effective in what they do. You know what I'm saying? You can go to the brother, get results, and then actually, utilize and apply, and then pass it on and protect it and preserve it and produce more. Come on, man. So that's definitely what it is, man. I know the true value, though, bro. I know the true value, man. So that's what it is, man. Jewels all day. You know what I'm saying? I got the bag open. We got the bag over here still. You know what I'm saying? We ain't breaking the bag out yet. You know what I'm saying? Until we go to the vault. We're going to go to the vault. When we go to the vault, they gonna recognize the foundation. You feel me?
Right. I got you.
Indeed.
Appreciate it.
Indeed, bro. Definitely, man. So yeah, peace to the God, man. Gonna hold you, man. It's been a long one. You feel me? It's been a while one too. We had a 15-year-old got transmigrated, caught by a couple of shots last night. You know what I'm saying? In the little neighborhood where I'm at, but Creator got everything planned for a divine reason and purpose, man. So another thing, we need to take control of our reality, bro. We're gonna create some services and business, man, so we can get up off these streets and quit robbing and killing one another, man. That ain't what's up. Never was, has been. That's ignorant, and someone always, capitalize off our ignorance when we do that. So, it is what it is, though, man. We builders, we creators. You know what I'm saying? So,
you gotta make it cool to, do what we do. One day, I'm just trying to make it cool.
Right.
Cool. It's cool to be smart. It's cool to know civics. It's cool to know law and be able to defend your own family and, represent yourself in an agreement and The contract disagreements. That stuff is cool to me.
True.
I'm just trying to show how cool it is,
Man. Indeed.
Man.
Just bring it back. Indeed. Indeed. It really is, man. That's powerful right there. That's powerful, man.
I appreciate it.
I ain't going to hold you up, bro.
Hold it down. Hold your head, man.
Indeed. Every day. Indeed, bro. Thank you for everything again, man. You know what I'm saying? I know where you at. I know how to get to you. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is, man. To the family, I said, give them my gratitude, give them my, give them my honors, man. Indeed. You know what I'm saying? Get it. Elders my honors. You know what I'm saying? That's responsible for, for your existence, brother. You know what I'm saying? The family existence. So definitely, man. Salute to the elders as well, man. You know what I'm saying? High honors. So, we here, bro. You keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna do the same. Then we're gonna meet up with the building block, bro. We'll meet to continue the foundation.
Oh yeah. I trust it to be so. So appreciate you calling in, brother. As always, man. And until next time. Be safe, be easy,
Indeed.
man. And peace to the gods.
Peace to God, man.
Brother Mellow Bay. That's my guy right there. That's family. We all family, though. Just like this family right here. Family, Sister Yvette. Sister Yvette, peace.
Peace, Brother Saltel. Peace to the community. I'm listening in. Let me tell you something, brother. I am so blessed that I hear you every weekend. But I'm going to give the New York community something to think about. Last night we had the elections, and when you turned over the ballot, I noticed the 3 proposals that they were trying to amend from the Constitution. And if you haven't noticed, or the community hasn't noticed, it's been a strong processing of people trying to get UCCs, get their business in order, get their trust in order, get their straw man in order. It's a lot of activity with the New York area. So I found this so convenient all of a sudden that the United States government wanted to amend the Constitution, because we're the indigenous people that had the property, the land. So all of a sudden you want to amend it to take control so you could put bicycle paths, put more trees, just control the land, that you realize our people are now starting to wake up and try to put back in their control. I found it strange that all of a sudden you're trying to take away the pensions and the retirement plans and the money that New Yorkers have paid into and struggle to keep going, even though you're going to tax the hell out of it when they retire. But I just found this so strange. But the beauty about my brothers and sisters, they saw through the smoke screen and they're doing what they have to do. But we're not finished. I spoke to 3 people today at my job. And you know what they told me when I let them listen to some of your archives? Oh, sis, I don't think I'm ready for that. You just messed me up. I said, you know what's the sad thing? The government's been messing us up for hundreds of years. And y'all think it's all right, but it's not all right. Some of us have seen it, we've known it, we felt it. Now we really waking up. Hopefully you made a difference and you've been significant. And I'm trying to gather the masses to bring them in large quantities to do what we have to do. But you can lead horses to the water. Doesn't necessarily mean they're going to drink. The point I'm trying to make is you keep preaching, because the thing about it is you're teaching everyone. And like I said, some going to realize that the rocks that they thought were rocks were really diamonds. They were just dusted up. Some going to keep kicking and say, oh, they just rocks. That's fine. But eventually when you do wake up it might be too late. So my thing is, you keep preaching, you keep doing what you're doing, you keep giving them the word, you keep teaching, because everybody's not going to grasp it, because everybody's not at that intellectual level to pick themselves up and move further. Some people, you're going to have to snatch up under the arm and drag them with you. Some people, you're going to reach out and grab their hand and they're going to run. Some people, they're going to say, brother, let's go, and they're going to take off running. Everybody's going to move at their pace. But the thing about it is, do you become self-worth, selfish, or self-efficient, or selfless? A lot of people are not going to get it, but that's all right. The ones who listen every week and they tune in faithfully, they definitely got it. It's just the finances getting in order, but everything has a time and a place. Brother Saul, you keep hanging in there. All is going to be well. I keep telling everybody, it's the time, the season, and the time is coming. The ancestors have already established it, and it's coming to pass. All the teaching that you're giving, see, some people woke up, and they saw the smoke screen, and they realized what's going on. Some of us didn't see the smoke screen, and they still in the smoke screen. And they going to stay in the smoke screen. You just keep doing the right thing. Because I guarantee you, you're going to get a set, and they going to lift you up, and they going to bless you with all the silver, the gold, the platinum, rhodium, whatever. They're going to bless you because of what you did. And you were significant in their life and the generations to come. You keep doing the right thing, because everybody's not designed to do the right thing. And it is what it is. You be blessed, you and the family. Peace to the New York community, to my kings and queens, because some of y'all really got it last night. We hope before 2018 come in, you really catch it. Be blessed, brother.
Appreciate you, Sister Yvette. Always a pleasure and an honor.
Always a pleasure and an honor,
pretty much day
too.
one. Thank you very much. I always appreciate your words. And you have a great week.
You too. Be blessed. Peace, community.
Peace. While she was talking, the screen, the Blog Talk screen just went weird. It flickered. The thing went away. And then I know there's more callers, but I can't see that part of the screen. I know we're streaming anyway. If you fall off, it's a wrap. I just want to say I appreciate everyone who checked out the show. I know there's more callers. I apologize. I feel like this happens more often than not. You know, when I get to the caller portion of the show, Blog Talk begins to step on my toes. You know what I'm saying? My toes begin pancake. But nonetheless, you know, to me the show is a success whenever I'm able to get to the end. And that's what it is. I don't know how long we've been streaming, which always is weird because when it doesn't show the numbers, it can just end at any time. But I want to appreciate everybody who checked out the show. I want to appreciate everybody who's still listening to the show live right now. Everyone who's in the archive still listening to the show. I love you. Tell my family, this is why I do this. I don't really be thinking, you know, about that, Mello. You know, I appreciate you, you know, saying that, but I don't think about all the stuff I got going on and all the things I do. I just think about how I feel after I put in all this work for my family. I feel really good. I have a good feeling. I feel like it was worth it, and I feel like it's a wonderful investment. It's to invest in my family, and family is my business. And I love y'all for them. Even if I ain't never met you, I love you because you're me. And we've been through so much. in our lives, haven't we? All the things we've been through, all the things we have had to deal with, all the times we've been let down, disappointed, hated on, dismissed, treated as if we were insignificant. We've been through a lot, haven't we? We still moving, we still grinding. We ain't really worried about the boo-hoo. We talk each other choo-choo, and that's why I love you. That's why I do this show. There's a reason why certain individuals vibrate with certain other individuals. And I'm honored every single week when y'all choose to vibrate with me. I'm not even playing. It's an honor. It's an honor to serve you. And it's an honor to do work and get, compensated for my time, and people be happy compensating me. Some people, Federal Reserve notes. Some people gold and silver. Some people we barter. I just don't do securities. I don't really do none of that stuff. People want to bill of exchange, man. I don't play that, man. I'm a real dude. I'm into real money, real life, real family, real law, real nobility, real honor, real truth. I tell the truth about myself so much. People be trying to make me feel better about the things I don't feel good about myself. Like, man, can I just go in on myself? So I appreciate the realness that I receive for the love and sweat and tears and realness that I put out. Because this is straight up from my heart, 100%. And it's a big, I feel, this is a very large responsibility for me. And I don't take it lightly, and I'm not playing games with it. And I understand that in a lot of ways, I have a gift to making stuff taking it from being very, very complicated to making it very, very simple. And, it's an honor to serve. So with that being said, I want to say I appreciate you checking out the show. Appreciate you checking out the Legacy Series. We're going to be with the Legacy Series next week. I'm going to talk, about, different entities. And a specific entity that the elite use to, perpetuate their legacy through multiple generations. Generation after generation after generation. I'm not a hater. I'm a congratulator. And if it works, I'm going to incorporate it. Everyone that knows me knows that I use the entities that the elite use. And I administer them in the proper capacity, in the proper way. You never seen a Goldwater or a Rockefeller in court arguing over any taxes or anything? You ain't going to see me in the court doing it either. And I'm just, I'm going to bring this to y'all because, man, look, why not? Can't beat them, join them. I'm not saying join the system. I'm just saying join these cats and these other families who have an understanding of real money, an understanding of what value is, where the value comes from, where the energy comes from, and who should be compensated for it. I'm just trying to change the color on your mood ring. So with that being said, y'all, welcome to thefoundation.com. Please sign up for the email list. I'm going to start blasting emails. In the next 2 weeks or something. Yeah, I feel like there's enough subscribers at this point. I'm going to start dropping it. There's going to be a lot of information I'll put on the show. Email me, admin@welcometothefoundation.com if you want any type of consultation, public or private. Email me if you want to throw some shots. I read those emails too. Why not? I'm the gingerbread man. You know the rest. I want y'all to take care of yourself, love yourself, understanding if you ain't got it in your hand, you can't put it in the air. You can't get it to nobody. Pay yourself first. Pay yourself in real money. Continue to invest in your private education. And if you continue to listen and study, I'm going to continue to teach. Be well, be easy, love yourself, love the people around you. We tend to give our best to the public and our worst to the people in our private. Let's start reversing that. Think about it. Start reversing it. I love you. Honor and respect. Until next week, peace to the God.
Doing this thing all the way live.
High Frequency Radio.